like, I know we're an hour and 20 minutes into this thing, and I wanted to just kind of loosely kind of play what we know about setting the stage, about presentation, and see if there's anything that you're seeing now in like the news that is like, kind of being prepped ahead of time. Because like one of the things that I like to say with my wife is like, we're not prophets. We're just kind of reading the motions. Yeah. And like, I was able to call it, like in Canada, I was able to call it to the month. We made the decision in May, announced to our friends in June, got ready to put the house up for sale, and sold the house in July and moved down here at the end of July. But I said to everybody, and they were like, oh, they lifted all the restrictions and there's not going to be any, like it's over. And I'm like, it's not over. It's not over at all. They're going to bring it back in the fall, and it's just going to be all over again. And then I said, we have to get out now while we still can, while I can still fly. Right. And they're like, oh, they're not going to block you from flying. Like, no airline would ever like block you from flying. I was like, it's not going to be the airlines that are going to do it. They'll be the muscle.
I disagree,
but they're not. No,
I think the airlines would do it. Well,
no, but the thought that we had was that there would be one airline that wouldn't, and there would be another one that would, and you just pick the one that, like you could fly on.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, no, dude, it's going to be across the board by the government. They're going to be like, well, our hands are tied. The government told us we have to do this. And that was going to be the way it was going to go. And it was to the month. They announced it at the end of August. It got put in it got like soft put in September, and then it was hard put in October. And that was it. And it was in there for months and months and months. And I remember I was devastated.
So the folks out there tonight shouting, the anti-vaxxers, they're wrong. They are wrong about how we get through this pandemic. And more than just being wrong, because everyone's entitled to their opinions, they are putting at risk their own kids, and they're putting at risk our kids as well. That's why we've been unequivocal. If you want to get on a plane or a train in the coming months, you're going to have to be fully vaccinated. So families with their kids don't have to worry that someone is going to put them in danger in the seat next to them or across the aisle.
Even though I knew it was coming, I was devastated. The reason why I was devastated was because
they are wrong.
It's not about that.
It sucks so much being right, man. It sucks so much being right.
About those kind of things? Yeah, absolutely.
About everything. I hate being right all the time. It causes me self-loathing. My ability to be right about things and to call the shots ahead of time, it causes me self-loathing, because I would love to be a stupid idiot that is wrong all the time. It's like, oh yeah, right, they're gonna bring back the pandemic for the 2024 presidential election. What a big dummy he was! What a big dummy Tab is. But now they're like, we might need to bring back masks for the fall in 2023, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
why?
But you can see the pacing.
Yeah.
Right? Where's the first time I heard about it? Somebody shares with me a video of Alex Jones telling about some like tip that he got.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got a call yesterday. An individual was in town and they wanted to meet with me that I know well. And they are a high-level manager in the TSA. And I went and met with them and had a cup of coffee with them. And they said, you got to warn people. Tuesday, we got called in and told that by the middle of September, that the new policy is being written, that this is done. They were told this is happening. This is not hypothetical. You will all have to wear masks again, and so will airport employees. Then by the middle of October, they are going to say that everyone flying has to wear a mask. And in the meetings, people began to ask them, well, I mean, why is this happening? They said, well, because of the new variant in Canada, and because of the WHO, they may, declare this. But regardless, we've been told this is going to happen. And then they were told, we expect by December a return to the full COVID protocol of 2020, 2021.
And nobody wants to give him credit. I don't enjoy getting any information from Alex Jones because I can't share that with anybody. I got to take it with a grain of salt.
That's
right?
the thing, right? So he's saying mask mandates will be back late September. Even if he's right, right? I can't walk into my work and be like, hey, check out this Alex Jones video where he said that this was from mid-August when he said that by October 1st we would be back in masks. Check that out. And then you watch Alex Jones? No, he was right. No, but you're not listening. You're not listening to the thing.
No. And that's the thing so then what happens is you get what's called like push polls, right? So this is something that like, I think his name is like Frank Lutz or something Lutz. He used to do all the time. And it's like, if you want, so polls are very important for setting the stage for something. Mm-hmm. It's not gauging the public's opinion. It's pushing the public's opinion because you're making it seem like everybody else thinks this one way. And you're like, well, that doesn't sound right. But like, no, but look at the polls. And then like the way they frame the polls. So they'll say like, for example, it's like, I saw a poll. It was like, in Vancouver, or it was British Columbia. And they're like, a third of British Columbians want to bring back the mandates. And it's like, but 2/3 of them don't, right? Like 2/3 of them don't. And like, you're not
the way they do polls,
the way that it would be.
Polls are a scam too, because the question may not be, Chaco, do you want to bring back mask mandates and not letting people go back to work and you can't go like to the grocery store once a day? That's not the question. The question is, would you support more stringent, support going back to measures to prevent the spread of disease? It's something so vague that a third of people are so stupid that they'll say, well, I don't like disease. Yeah, if there's something we could do to stop disease, I'd go for that. And then there's a third of people that say, no, fuck you, go jump off a cliff. I hate you. Then there's a third of people for whatever reason say, I don't know. I don't know. And then there's 10%.
It's always that third. It's the mushy third that they're trying to move.
Then there's 10% of people that say, I won't accept your polls. Please stop contacting me. And those are the people that we have to support.
Yes. But I've seen it where it's like, they'll like post a hypothetical. They're like, well, if a more dangerous variant were to hit Canada.
Yes.
Right. And then lo and behold, like after the polls come out, there's been a new case in Winnipeg. Oh no.
And then they take it as like a commitment. You said that if a more dangerous one came, you'd do it. And now it's here.
And if you're against it, you're some sort of a horrible person and you don't care about grandma and you're a conspiracy theorist. And like, that's such a powerful wizard word to say. Like it shuts everything down. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. It's over.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly. But like you see these certain things and like everything is a photo op, everything is set up. And so the name of this show is High Trust, Low Context. It's going to take me a while to even memorize the name of my own show, but like